G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is the restored Radium rifle. Now, you might recognize this right off the bat as a Radium rifle, but you might be wondering, why does this thing look so clean? Well, the restored Radium rifle just cleans off all of that child of Atom greebling there, so the result is a much cleaner looking weapon. So if you're more into the Radium rifle looking a lot cleaner, then I highly suggest you getting this mod. Now, I've actually got a mod to change the animations on this too, so it's going to be like a whole new Radium rifle experience, which is nice. I also got a request to have a double irradiated Radium rifle, so I'm going to kill 3 birds in 1 stone, so it's going to be good. In terms of modifications, basically it's going to be the same as your standard Radium rifle, although changing the barrels doesn't give it that weird metal dish that it does, so it's a lot more aesthetically pleasing that way. And also the stocks don't have that recoil compensating stock where most of this wood bit is taken out and replaced with like a spring metally bit. So yeah, that's kind of good. So it does look a whole lot cleaner. Obviously the magazines are being cleaned up too. There's none of that wiry circuit board sort of stuff on it too, so that definitely looks nice and clean. And of course the sights are basically the same as well. So yeah, a whole lot cleaner looking rifle, and a definite more lore friendly one if you think it's not coming out of the Children of Atom. Maybe it's a rifle that was looked, or not a rifle because we're not firing rifle rounds, but a weapon that is more looked after and not coupled together in such a way that it's actually modified and radiates its bullets as it fires them. A suppressor will definitely do us well, and for legendaries, like I said before, we're going to double up on irradiated, so that's 200 radiation damage, and another irradiated 300 radiation damage. I feel like this thing will do fine against most human enemies, so we'll go ahead and test it on some human enemies, and we'll get to see these animations in effect. Alright, let's go. Okay, so here we are outside of Immersive Gunners Plaza, and I feel like with that extra radiation damage we do nab from the double radiation legendary effect, we can give these gunners a little bit of a run for their money. So instead of attacking from the other angle, I'm going to shoot through this little crevice here, and we'll just get ourselves behind a nice bit of cover so that we may peek out when we aim down sights. Okay, so far so good, they haven't detected us, and we're getting loads of those good old sneak attack criticals. They've got AA-12s. That's actually irritating because that's extremely loud right in my ear. Stop shooting that right now. You hear me? As you can tell, they sort of know where I am, but since I am super stealthy, they can't see me, and I'm still able to stack sneak attack criticals. So this is like the glitch spot of Immersive Gunners Plaza, because look at this. You can just line them up and they'll just sort of line up for you. Now, one thing about the Radium rifle when firing this weapon, as you can tell, the sights jiggle around and dance like there's no tomorrow, so oi, no flanking around here. You can't use tactics on me. That's right. Also, there's a blood bug over there. Not going to get much use out of the radiation damage on him, I'm afraid, so we're just going to have to shoot him like that. Okay, so far so good. Really haven't been shot all that much. Okay, we need to adjust our... Ooh, that one's got a stealth boy on him. And also, no, they're not legendary. I'm used to the legendary gunners having the stealth boys. Still haven't been spotted yet. Okay, little miss AA-12, your time is up. Stop shooting me. There we go. As you can tell, we're getting different numbers too. Multiple numbers pop up when we hit these guys, so it looks like the irradiated legendary effect is doing that quite well. At least when they're close enough. We just see that one number when they're further away, so does that mean... Oi! Stop shooting. Okay, that's a plasma gun, but the other person behind you that I shot before had that AA-12. Yes, very, very annoying when the gun sound is way too loud. I had to actually change it before recording that original video because it was just too loud. Couldn't even hear me over the weapon, which is kind of strange because I do turn the game down to like 20% of what it usually would be. There we go, there's one gunner commander. Yep. As you can tell, we've got multiple damage numbers on her showing up when we shot her, so that would be the radiation damage being counted as a different thing. Now, unfortunately, the damage counters don't actually allow different elements or different types of damage to show up in different colors. Ideally, I'd like the ballistic to be white, energy to be maybe yellow or something, just a different color, and then radiation damage to be green because I feel like that fits, and so on and so forth. But yeah, there's only 3 different damage types. It uses a Skyrim engine which had heaps more damage types. There was frost damage, mana damage, also nice throw on that little laser pistol, that's funny. Okay, we might as well just use up every single one of our crits. Oh, we didn't actually kill her, that's a shame. But as you can tell, this thing with the reload animations, it's nice. It's almost like using a totally different weapon now. It's really good. Also, the person who made this the reload animations actually has a YouTube channel, and he's actually got a low number of subscribers, and I feel like he deserves more. I'm gonna chuck the link down to his channel in the description. I suggest subscribing to it. Don't worry, it's not gonna be like me spamming his sub box every day. Their uploads are few and far between, and it's always a nice surprise when they show up because, you know, there's a new weapon with some animations for you to try out, and look at that, that's awesome. Now, I have noticed a little bit of, just look at Ella's wrist for a second. I'll just turn on my Pip-Boy light. It seems to be a little bit on the broken side right now. Ew, that's an emo band, I shouldn't say that. It appears to be just a little bit off, and I think that's just some rigging problems with the Fallout 4 engine, but yeah, whatever. It's nothing too worrying. I can deal with it. When it comes to content like this, I'm always happy to see new animations in it. And I've seen what it looks like to actually create these animations. And you know what? I'm going to let things like that slide because, you know, it's fine. Okay, I think that is about it for all of the gunners around Immersive Gunners Plaza. We pretty much killed them with sneak attack criticals mostly, and that is because when we didn't have the sneak attack criticals on the side, even then we weren't actually able to do too much damage there. But against legendary human enemies, I feel like this thing will be very good. Ah, there's a feral ghoul. Let's see if we can actually kill him. Now we're out of crits, so we're just going to have to wait for RNG to help us out. No, we still killed him, so it looks like our ballistic damage, at least in sneak attack form, can outweigh what damage we can do. Look at this Mr. Handy. I'm going to let him go for a while, wait till he's nice and close before I shoot him. Although, all of the other Rust Devils are dead, and this bloke is really struggling. He was doing so well up until he reached that first top of the fire exit there. But there you go, that was the restored looking Radium rifle. I'm going to take this indoors and we can get a better look at it in third person. Okay, so here we are with our restored Radium rifle, looking very nice and clean, and hopefully the inspect animations come up in a second because they did before. But yeah, as you can tell, it's a nice looking weapon, much nicer looking than the standard Radium rifle, although I kind of like the extra character that all of that greebling does to the weapon. But yeah, looks like this weapon was kept in better condition. With the standard Radium rifles too. The barrel also goes in like that, which is nice. That's a cool effect. I think they replicated that on the AN-94 when they made those reload animations, which is great. Look, we're spamming sneak attack criticals again. It wouldn't be an episode of Captainoob without it, right? Now I've angered all the turrets, and you know what? I'm going to come out of sneaking. Sneaking is overrated, right? You can't do as much damage if you're sneaking around all the time. What you need to do is just run up to people's faces and shoot them at point blank, because that's the real way how to play these Fallout games. Just pretend you're in a COD game, and then you regenerate super quick after being shot half to death. But don't worry, as soon as that jam on your screen clears, you're good to go again. There's no bullets in you, they just fall out of whichever wounds they entered them in. Also, don't forget to reload as we engage this next gunner private there. It looks like I'd popped a sneak attack critical. Maybe that's just force of habit. Anyways, we'll get stuck into the rest of these gunners. There's Captain Bridget. She goes down very, very quickly indeed. Not very susceptible to radiation damage, she's not. Just like any other human enemies. But yeah, this is basically where you're going to find the best success with any irradiated weapon, especially the rapid fire ones. I did the double irradiated minigun once for a weapon video, and that was pretty devastating too. Speaking of radiation, you've got a Hitman's Gamma Gun. Good on you. I like how that legendary effect is completely inferior to every way than the Mighty effect, and they added it anyway. At least it could have been like 50% damage whilst aiming down sights, right? Because then it'd actually have merit. You'd actually want to use it over the plus 15% increase you'd get automatically with the Mighty effect. So I'm really not sure why they added that with just that 10%. Maybe I should patch some of the legendary effects in the game to actually make them viable. That's sort of where I got my idea for my legendary effects mod that time when I actually made that, because I felt like it was too much, but I ended up keeping the standard legendary effects in the game as they were, simply because maybe people didn't like how it would change, or maybe just it's an option to upgrade it. But yeah, that's the sort of the napalming effect is actually the one I started with, because I realized, well, the incendiary effect sucks balls. I ought to change this real quickly. But anyways, that was the restored Radium rifle with this cool ass reload. Subscribe to his channel, and yeah, really good stuff out of the Radium rifle. We'll switch over to a semi-automatic one with a scope, and we'll make some use out of that sniper perk, because yes, Radium rifles are quite modular. Righto, we've got the advanced semi-auto receiver, and we've also got the scope on it, as you can tell there. And with this, we'll be able to knock down this ghoul using the sniper perk. Now, the reason I chose this ghoul to actually shoot is because obviously the radiation effect could only heal them. But looks like we can beat him out with ballistic damage entirely there, as we keep on staggering him and making him fall over there. That one was delayed, but I'm glad he did fall over, because we can kill him without even breaking a sweat. Man, that's really efficient on bullets too. These are only 2 caps of bloody pop, so there you go. That's the profit. He probably even holds more on that on him. Okay, I thought 40... No, okay, he doesn't. In fact, he didn't have any on him, but he got lots of other ammo types instead, which is kind of good. But yeah, okay, we'll try and find another legendary ghoul, and I know there is some, so we'll go ahead and take them out. Okay, last test will be on a new monster that never shot before. This one lives in the glowing sea, so he'd be getting a little bit of that good old passive health regeneration provided by whatever radiation he's currently standing in. And also, he's got a few cronies, so yeah, we ought to prioritize our targets a bit. First of all, whilst we're getting the sneak attack criticals, I think it is the most relevant to us to get the most sort of damage and knockdown we can out of that one. Oh, looks like a ghoulish has actually activated there and made all the ghouls dogpile on that one, because that's what ghoulish does. But as you can tell now, I'm a little bit in trouble, simply because the cronies have found me, and since they you know, carry their detection information over to their relevant factions, everyone's after me now, which is, you know, sometimes it feels like ghouls aren't the brainless zombies we make them out to be, because they can pull shit like that off. So there must be some sort of higher, sort of, I don't know, maybe... Oh, he's doing his revive thing, you bastard. Okay, yes, he's a glowing one, so he can definitely do that, and there's nothing I can do about it, since I can't actually knock off limbs of ghouls, which would usually disallow them to get back up. So whenever he does that revive thing, we're just gonna have to deal with all of his mates again. Thank you, mysterious stranger. If you'd actually shoot him, that'd be good. No, you useless prick. Never mind. Okay, we'll try to knock this one down. And okay, I don't think we knocked him down, but he got body blocked by his own crony there. Oh, that sounded like a Deathclaw. Wait. What? No way, that's the best Deathclaw ever. Hang on, I can't pacify him either. He actually just got himself killed. Okay, well, that was the very most heroic Deathclaw I've ever seen. But too little, too late. He one-shots here, you see. But as you can tell from that little blunder there, we can actually outpace the radiation damage that the bullets produce over their regeneration, and also their ability to, yeah, heal from it, which is kind of interesting. There we go, there's ghoulish again. Everybody's dogpiling on that one ghoul. There's that good old Deathclaw that managed to distract the noxious one for a second. We're going to go ahead and keep on shooting him, because there's much damage. Never mind. It appears I need to make sure my targets are well prioritized, because I probably should kill the closest one. Okay, so we'll get Deathclaw in against these ghouls again, hopefully. What has he killed over here? A rad scorpion. That would have been useful. Please don't pick me up. That's really bad if you do. Okay, this Deathclaw is after me now. Luckily for me, in Fallout 4, Deathclaws don't run at Mark 5, so I can easily outrun him and even outpath him, which is useful. Okay, let's see how you deal with these rocks, Mr. Noxious Ghoul. Oh, we actually survived that hit. He must have just got a light tap there. Alright, so we're going to hope for a nice sniper knockdown here. And we'll add insult to injury with a crit there. Okay, doing better damage now. Even with those criticals, we're still doing 685 damage to him, which is quite a lot. Oh, bugger off, ghoulies. Send them back to hell, as Dance would say. Okay, so he's mutated at this point. I'm not sure where that other Deathclaw went. He probably booked it the other way, and I wouldn't blame him, but we're going to see if we can attract a few more creatures out to fight this mother. Oh, okay, let's just activate That's for a second. And okay, he missed with his attack, and now we're at a range where scopes really aren't too useful, so we're gonna have another 15% chance of getting that knockdown, and it happened again. He's ragdolling away because of that's inertia physics. They're really quite accurate and what you'd see in real life, I reckon. Okay, so now we've got him in a nice spot. Hopefully that Deathclaw doesn't run around and claw me in the back whilst I'm shooting him. And what else is detecting me at the moment? Just a charred feral, that Deathclaw. He's pointing his claw. Okay, he's in a state of caution, but you need to die first, so I'll quickly pop you in the head. I'll do a crit if need be. And then we'll go ahead and use our remaining shots against old Noxious over there. Down you go, Mr. Chard. And more crits for you. 15% chance to get those knockdowns again. And looks like Lady Luck is smiling upon us. That's yet another one. Okay, Deathclaw's running in. Okay, we've got to make sure Mr. Deathclaw is safe. So we just got to keep on hitting the Noxious one. And, yep, keep hitting him down. Now, the Deathclaw is a heavy hitter. He can stagger him, right? No, he just gets bitch slapped and immediately killed. No, he's still alive. How's he doing? Oh my god, okay. I'll help you. Oh, okay, well, I couldn't get a clear shot, so that's your own fault. Also, something is still detecting me. I hope that wasn't the Deathclaw baby watching his mother die, because I'm going to have to put it out of its misery too. Oh no, it's just a legendary Chard. Well, I'm just going to put you out of your ghoulish misery. Okay, looks like we are done with that Noxious feral ghoul there, or glowing one there, so we did alright considering. So there you have it. That was the double irradiated restored radium rifle. Lots of R's in that sentence. And yeah, it is a pretty decent weapon. We all know that the radium rifle is a pretty decent weapon from the Far Harbor DLC. The Children of Adam, they don't mess around when they're making weapons. The Gamma Gun, the radium rifle, just to name a few. But yeah, this is a nice weapon. It's more about the animations for this video. Obviously, the animations are... Ooh, there's a Myla Queen over there. Let's not piss her off because she looks mean. But yes, the animations in third person don't change, but that's fine. They sync up quite well to what we're seeing anyway, so that's good. Links to the animation and the person's channel who created that will be down below, as well as the restored radium rifle and the two legendary effect mods that are the double legendary effect mod that I used to actually make this thing. Thank you for watching, guys.